here to talk about what the title company does, and to do that, I brought in a special guest. All right, so I get asked this all the time, what does the title company really have to do with the transaction? And today I brought in Brian Peitz from Chicago Title. He's gonna answer just a few quick questions for us. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing, Jeremy?
Doing good. So, title company, what do they have to do with the transaction?
It's a good question, Jeremy. So a lot of people ask, hey, why do I need a title company? And what does that have to do with me and my real estate transaction? At the end of the day, the buyer and the seller have to come together with a mutual agreement with the contract, and the contract is very detailed. So we're really a neutral third party to make sure all the pieces come together right and to make sure everybody's performing on their pieces.
There you go. So you guys are like the babysitters of the transaction.
We are. We're the babysitters of the transaction. Additionally, we handle the title insurance policy. So we make sure that the title is free and clear, so that way the buyer can actually move into a home and not have any concerns that there's going to be issues down the road with title. So we offer that insurance for that.
Perfect. And you'll see on the lending side, we actually deal with the title company directly throughout the entire transaction. They get to do all the paperwork pushing. They get to do all the fun title bits. They do all the research on the property and usually on most of the parties that are involved in it. So one of the funnest things, though, is usually as we're getting a little bit closer to closing, the buyer usually calls me up there like, hey, when am I coming to your office to sign my loan paperwork? And that just never happens, right? Because they're going to you guys.
It doesn't happen. Again, we're that neutral third party, representing the transaction. So we have the signings at our office. You'll come down to the title company, you'll do your signing. We'll make sure everything's the way it should be, and we'll get the information to the lender, we'll get the information to the buyer and the seller, and we'll actually do the final recording and put everything in the right names and make sure that the transaction is nice and smooth. So behind the scenes, we're doing all the work, and you're ending up with a good product.
Not all the work. We do a little bit of the work over here.
Well, Jeremy does a lot of the work too.
Perfect. So unlike your realtor and unlike your lender, it's kind of tough for a borrower to really get in there and really choose what title company they want to do unless you've got like a relationship with the title company or so. Typically, the realtor, kind of like they refer you to a good lender, they're going to refer you to a good title company and help you write that information in on the contract. But let's say you're a buyer, your realtor says, hey, let's use this title company. What could a buyer do to make sure that at least that title company is reputable?
And that's a good question. You're going to trust your real estate advisor because you hired them for a reason. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of title companies out there. There's a lot of competition. You want to make sure you're with a good quality name brand title company that is nationwide, Fortune 500 company, has a lot of reserves behind them. Because remember, at the end of the day, we're still an insurance company. So you want to make sure there's a lot of reserves, there's a lot of backbone and support, and that way you're going to be protected in the future. So a company like mine, Chicago Title, Fortune 500 company, and there's many others. Just make sure you're with a solid company and not something new off the block that just started.
Perfect. So there you got it. That's what a title company is. Like I said, I get this question all the time. Now you know when you're going to buy a home, you're going to get to deal with a title company, and really they're going to be there to help you out. So this is the Happy Home Buyer, episode number 12. Hope you're enjoying the content. If you need absolutely anything, give me a call. And thanks, Brian, for coming in.
Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate it.